Super Farmer, but the Super Show, and we're talking about new characters and the new Mortal Kombat. Yeah, story. We're pretty sure it's gonna suck because most of the Mortal Kombat stories have been recently. But you know what? They're gonna reset it and screw it up again. But we're not worried about that. We're worried about characters. Who is in this game? First of all, my predictions are amazing. If you look at my past videos, I predicted it pretty well. If you wanted to go and do the research and dig up. I didn't try to look at all the leaks too much. I kind of want to do these kind of guesses, but I've seen it just scrolling through Facebook. So here's a few things we're gonna know right now. We got some leaks out there, but we can already go ahead and make some good guesses. So first of all, we know Reptile is gonna be in this game. He missed one game. Reptile doesn't miss many games. When he does, he's instantly back the next time. I mean, he was kind of out in 3, he was back in Ultimate. When else was he missing? He was missing in Deception, right back in Armageddon. He was missing in what since then? No other games. So you know he's gonna be back. He's got a huge fan base. He was my original favorite character. Quan Chi, you know he's back. He also, like Reptile, is in the leak. He's supposed to be a downloadable character, but we knew he was gonna be in there. He's like Ed Boon's second favorite character, I believe. So Quan Chi, definitely gonna be in the game. Just like I knew Kenshi was gonna be back. There's not a lot of popular 3D era characters, but when they do make a character that hits in the 3D era or 4 era, they keep them in there. They're proud of it. They're proud of the post-Tobias characters that really hit home, and Kenshi was one of them. So Kenshi's already back. Smoke has to be in the game because what was Smoke missing? Smoke was missing like the last 2 games. It made no sense for him to be missing in 2 games in a row. Yeah, he was back in Triborg. Does that really count? Havoc, huge fan favorite. People have been wanting him back forever. Finally, a 3D character that really hit, and we got to bring him back. He's been in the lore, so Havoc has to be back. Same kind of goes for Raiko. Not as popular, but he does have like a following. I like him, and I really think he was missed out. He should have been in 10, should have been 11, so I think it's time for Raiko. He's also in the leak. Even though I don't really like Takeda, I don't like any of the Kombat kids. For all the Kombat kids, he was the better of them. I hated his voice actor. Hopefully he has a new voice actor, because hey, I'm on Takeda. I don't know about this. I think he's gonna be in the game. He's in the leak, so I'm pretty sure he's gonna be in there. And just like Quan Chi, just like Kenshi, one of Ed Boon's favorite characters post-Tobias era is Tanya, named after his sister. And with Katana and Melina in the game, I think anybody in the Edenia kind of storyline is going to be in the game. So Tanya's going to be in it. I think she was in the leak. Jade's going to be in it. I'm not sure if she was in the leak or not. Sindel, Rain, and then I heard King Jared might be one of the new characters in the game, and that would be kind of cool. So Jared in the game. It makes sense for all the Edenians to be in this game. The Cyber Ninjas, the Triborg was in 10. None of them were in 11 except for like kind of in the story. So Cyrax is the most popular. So I think Cyrax would make a comeback. Either pre-Borg or post-Borg or both Borgs. And why not throw Sector in there? But I think Cyrax will definitely be in the game, maybe in a future DLC pack, because I didn't see him in the leak. Chameleon has to be in this game. They haven't brought Chameleon back in anything. Chameleon was in Trilogy, it was in Armageddon. So I think Chameleon has to be. And which Chameleon? The Chameleon with a K, because that was the more interesting Chameleon. The other one was just kind of like translucent, another guy ninja. But Chameleon with a K is another female ninja and is one of reptilian race like Reptile. So that one would be the more interesting pick. So I think Chameleon with the K, and I think that was the one in the leak too. So I'm guessing this stuff correctly. It looks like they're finally going to take a break from the Special Forces because we've whined about it enough. Like 10 and 11 was all Special Forces. So I think they're finally taking a break from that. Sonya Kano finally taking a backseat, just like Part 2. That's why Part 2 was the best. I always found those characters boring. So if they're going to bring back more 3D characters, I think Kai has a chance. Didn't see him in the leak, but I think he has a chance. Jarek, I don't think has a chance at all. Don't like Jarek. I would love for Shinnok to be in the game, one of my favorites, but I don't think Shinnok will be back. I think they had to wait out a couple for Shinnok to come back. But it would be cool if he does make it. I think Ashra has a great chance and was in the leak. Natara as well was in the movie and has a bit of a fan base and was an interesting character. Lee May, Deception and Deadly Alliance, just like Bo Rai Cho. So I think Lee May and Bo Rai Cho both have good chances, and Lee May I think was in the leak. Taven and Dagon. I feel Dagon has more of a chance. Dagon's one of the more interesting ones, but Taven has a chance also. Serena, I also think has a chance of making it back as a character. Like another female character, interesting, having done a lot with her. For cameos, Motaro, I'm not sure if he's in the leak, but I'm pretty sure Motaro is going to be a cameo character. It just makes so much sense. Just like Goro's one. Kintaro also. Kintaro is finally getting kind of the following that he deserves. I always liked Kintaro even more than Goro. So I believe Kintaro and Motaro are both going to be cameo characters. Ferritor's in the leak. It makes sense because Ferritor hasn't been in the last game, and it was one of the only characters that didn't return. So it makes sense. I think Suhao, believe it or not, just because of how much hate he has a chance, because he's kind of infamous for that. Movado, I heard, was in the leak. So, you know, if Movado can be there, why not Suhao? I think even joke characters like Meat and Mocap have chances of being cameos in there. And I have this crazy theory that every character could be back in the game. Like, if they're not playable, they're at least cameos. So it'd be almost like another trilogy and Armageddon kind of game. But that's a crazy theory I have. But that's it. I think we'll get about 3 or 4 all new characters. You know, we're going to get the stupid guest characters. They're going to be in the game. But these are characters that I know are going to be in it. Like, you can, I'll wager money on it. These are the characters I think have a high to medium chance. These are characters that might have a chance. These are characters I think have low chance. It's like, I don't think Noob Saibot's coming back. Some characters that shouldn't have a chance back because they're not that popular, like Shiva. Even though I like Shiva, we were lucky to have her back, but I think that if they do come back, they'll just be cameos. So those are my predictions. We're going to see what happens, but we're going to keep updating you on this because this is really the best Mortal Kombat channel out there, isn't it? Name a better channel. Name a better channel. Anyway, this is the Super Farmer Brothers Super Channel. I'm Steven Farmer. We're going to keep bringing you the news. We're going to keep making bold predictions here, and we're going to make things happen. 2023. Let's make Mortal Kombat great again, and let's not let them get away with some bullshit, all right? Not like that last Mortal Kombat movie. I don't have high hopes for the new Mortal Kombat movie because the last one sucked so much, but we'll see what happens. We'll give anything a chance, but let's not let them get away with bullshit. We call them out when they do bad stories and when they do bad things, all right? But we still love Mortal Kombat.